Hi everybody, welcome back to Movie Related. Well, Mark Wahlberg is out with a brand new film, and it's Infinite. I think it's Paramount that's doing it.
Yeah, I was thinking, are they
Does
still
Paramount
around?
still do things?
They are, and in fact, they've been expanding, and they're getting ready to launch many, many movies in the future. They've been making a lot of waves lately, and then this is like one of the first ones they're coming out with. This'll launch their career, I'm sure. Let's talk about Infinite right after this. Okay, Paul, I'll let you do the intro because I only know Mark Wahlberg and I know the other actor, but I cannot pronounce his name.
Okay. I know Mark Wahlberg and I don't know the other actor. But what I can tell you is that in this world there are two groups. There's the Infinite and the Nihilists. And these are the people on Earth, I think there's only about 500 of them, and they can remember all their past lives. Okay? But you start following this little skit at the beginning, so it's a little bit of a setup, and then there's Mark Wahlberg. And he has these nightmares, he thinks he's schizophrenic and blah, blah, blah. He gets flashes of memories, but he doesn't know their memories. And two groups kind of try to coax him to talk, and one side is the bad side, one side is the good side. And they get him because he's the hero. Like he was a hero of past lives, and they have to make him remember his memories to find an item.
Right.
The egg.
The egg. And this egg can destroy all life on the planet.
Yeah.
What it is it's reincarnation. So they don't live their life over again. It's reincarnated into a different body. They live their life, they get their memories back, including all the skills that they've had in the past. And
So they lived hundreds of lives each.
yeah, and one guy is, both groups, one think it's a blessing, that they're working for the good of mankind, and the nihilists think that it's a curse.
And they just want it to end.
And they just want, that's why they want to end all life, not just kill themselves, because they can't kill themselves, they'll just go into another body. So they want to end all life, period, so they can die. And they keep saying, I want to see the face of God, I want to meet God myself. And they haven't been able to do it. And it's
What'd you think of it?
first of all, the CGI I thought in this film was pretty bad.
Didn't bother me.
It was very TV-like.
It wasn't stand out bad to me. What I wasn't a fan of, though, was all of this futuristic technology. Like, just because you are reincarnated and live a life over, doesn't necessarily mean you have advanced future technology.
No, but I think they're kind of like a closed society where they were able to draw upon all their skills from all the past, and so they never had to start research. They were always continuing the research, and so they're kind of like the Illuminati. You figure there's this group out there that has all these things that we don't know about. So I'd say yeah.
I don't think they did a very good job relaying that.
I also, I'm a big fan of Mark Wahlberg. Some of his movies are like some of my all-time favorite. But when he's talking, narrating, and he's supposed to be sounding like very, very, how do you say, like poetic, and this is, and the exponential systems and the mind, and he's talking like this. It's his voice, and I know he's thinking, it's like in Awakening when he's supposed to be a science professor. Everything out of his mouth did not sound like a science professor. He sounds like the typical normal guy who's working on the docks, and he's just a normal person. And when he comes out with these type of dialogues, these long dialogues that's meant for like a scientist or a professor, it doesn't fit.
They should not have had the narration.
No.
That should have been cut. If we're going to talk about acting, I thought Mark Wahlberg was awesome. He's always awesome. Mm-hmm. The main
Not
bad guy.
always awesome. Awakening. Not Awakening, the other one there. The Happening.
In normal movies, he's awesome. The bad guy.
Bedburn, what's his name? Something like that. I don't know. Bedburn, I don't know.
Bad guy Burn. He was awesome. A lot of the side characters were awesome. The female co-lead was not awesome. I thought it was like she didn't know how to act, or she was reading her lines or trying to remember her lines. Just no chemistry, no flow whatsoever for her.
But she was pretty.
Okay, but still, when you have to listen to her, when she's a big part of the movie, it's not fun.
No.
So you have a really good actor in Mark Wahlberg, and he's talking to someone who you cringe when you're listening to her.
Yeah. But she was pretty.
Okay, forget what I just said.
Yeah, we'll be cutting those out. Why do the videos go on for 18 minutes? Okay, and then here's some like the action scenes. It just seemed like they put in some of these action scenes to try and make them exciting, like the ending when they jumped out of the plane and they're fighting on the way down. I said, come on, really? Also, the plane when they're doing this, and the pilot's trying to keep it going, and he's doing loop-the-loop like rolls with the plane, and they're just barely moving to the side, a little bit to the side. No, you'd be on the side.
But there's something weird happening, because I think he was kind of having this transcendence power.
Every time, yeah, when he was out on the wing and stuff, and he was, or when he was,
when he was on the wing,
and when he was in the car, like in his former life, he was doing something with the air.
But they never explain that.
No, so I think that's coming in like maybe a part 2 that they
Nope.
envision.
No, part 2 won't be coming.
Like, it's a good show if you're thinking about a franchise.
You know what? The idea was good.
I like the concept.
Yeah,
I did like the concept.
I think the execution was poor, personally. You know, at the end when the guy shows up with the helicopter and the girl is in front of the castle and she's surrounded by the soldiers, and all of a sudden he flies up behind the soldiers and goes. Did you notice the rocket? He's right there in the picture shooting down at the guys, and the bullets come in from the side.
I didn't notice that.
Futuristic technology.
Yeah. Heat seeking.
He curved the bullet like wanted.
I was looking for woke fail points, and I came across one. Is you have the artisan guy. Mm-hmm. And this artisan guy, he has like a beard all around his face. He has big hair. He's not a big guy, but he's a hairy guy.
I heard that as well.
His voice is a guy's voice. And when somebody said he or something like that, he goes, I resent that you assumed my gender.
Yeah. That was a line they could have just eliminated.
In his personality, it was just him trying to be funny. Because he's kind of like the goofball guy in this movie.
Maybe they said it ironically. But
because they never reference it whatsoever at any other point in the movie. I think that was just his character being, you're assuming my gender. It just being funny
because
he's
my hand went to the remote.
Yeah. No, I think that they just put that in as a joke, and if you're looking for woke talking points, you'll pick up on it. But if you just let it go as a bad joke, it's a bad joke. And that big hair guy and everything, that's his look, by the way. He was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's he looks like that all the time. Yeah, that's his normal look.
I've seen him like that. But I agree. I picked up on that immediately as well.
See, didn't bother me at all.
The whole fight at the end on the plane and falling through the sky, that was
super dumb.
Super cheese. Like, you're going to try to end your movie that you hope is good with that?
Yeah.
That was bad.
But again, the concept was good. Again, poorly executed. In some parts, but for the most part, it's a concept that I wouldn't mind seeing in like a series where every season is different characters type thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they could do it again and not have Mark Wahlberg.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that's all right.
Because they just need to kill him off.
Yeah.
Because it would be a new body anyway.
So,
in fact, they did kill him off. Yeah. Falling from an airplane, he didn't have special powers.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And they were all born again. That's right.
It wasn't flawless, but I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
All right. Well,
it was enough for me to be like, okay, well, that was a movie that I watched.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Meh. Like we say for a lot of movies meant for streaming. Mm-hmm. Meh. Yeah. Now, think of this as I just paid $20 in the movie theater. Is it a different experience?
Well, first, I don't ever pay $20 in a movie theater.
With your popcorn and everything, it's at least $20.
Yeah, I don't get popcorn. So, $13. I would not be crying after watching this.
Okay, well, what do you give it then?
I'll give it a 6.5, 7.
I was giving it a 7.
I'm giving it a 6. Because if I did see it in the theater, I would have went, meh. It's a meh film.
I've seen worse things in the theater.
Yes, but it's a meh film, and I've rated the meh, right?
This is a film that I wouldn't be unhappy if I saw it in February when there's no other movies out.
Yeah, but will you? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna watch that again. Probably not.
No.
So Infinite, great concept, really good concept. Unfortunately, kind of very poor execution, I thought. And this is with 2 stars in it that I really like. Well, a couple stars, 3 stars I like, including the hairy guy, whoever his name is.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's our review of Infinite, as off the wall as it was and all over the place. Give it a try if you want. So there you go. Take a look. Let us know what you guys think of Infinite. Do you think the concept was good? Do you think it was actually executed pretty well? We kind of came across meh. And it didn't inspire us to think that it was a great film. But it wasn't horrible neither. And until next time, we'll see you on the channel.